Hello, didn't see you there. I'm Gregor Mendel. My middle name is Johann, just in case you were wondering. I like peas. I grow many different kinds and study them. I like to compare the different traits and alleles to help me understand genetics. But the thing is, when you grow a lot of peas, you have a lot of peas to eat. But it's helpful considering the fact I have 13 cats that like to eat peas. Let me show you what I do for my life. These are my pea plants. Yes, I am aware these are not actual pea plants. There are some tall pea plants and some short pea plants. The reason for this is genetics. Genetics is the study of heredity, and heredity is the passing of traits from parent to offspring. For example, I have my mom's hair color because she passed that on to me. A trait is a specific characteristic such as stem height or hair color. Scientists use the word gene to describe the factors that control a trait. Just to clarify for everyone, I am talking about genes, G-E-N-E-S, not genes, J-E-A-N-S. Those are a type of plants, but technically you can pass those on from parent to offspring too. Sorry, sometimes I get way ahead of myself. Anyways, an allele is a different form of a gene. For example, the gene that controls stem height in peas has a tall stem allele and a short stem allele. Each pea plant inherits two alleles, one from the mother and one from the father. In pea plants, the allele for tall stems is dominant, which means it always shows up in the organism when the allele is present. On the other hand, a recessive allele is hidden when the dominant allele is present. For example, a pea plant is tall, which is dominant, when the allele is there. A pea plant is short, which is recessive, when there is no dominant allele there. A hybrid organism has two different alleles for a trait. An example is a narwhal. It is part unicorn and part dolphin. Unless you are Abby and think that it is also part hamster and has a whole control system. A better example that has to do with pea plants is when the pea plant has a tall and a short allele. Say the tall dominant allele is a capital P, and the short recessive allele were a lowercase p. Then a hybrid pea plant's alleles would be capital P, lowercase p. Probability is a number that describes how likely it is that an event will occur. This is important because it comes up more when I explain Punnett square. Not to spoil any of the fun, now that I gave away some of the excitement, you're probably wondering what a Punnett square is. A Punnett square is a chart that shows all the possible ways alleles can combine in a genetic cross. Here's an example. A Punnett square is divided into 4 sections, sometimes more, but that is more complicated. The male alleles are written at the top and the female alleles are written on the left side. Let's say that the male alleles are capital P, lowercase p, tall, and the female is lowercase p, short. You then will put the male alleles into the 4 boxes and the female alleles into the 4 boxes. A helpful hint is to put the capital letter before the lowercase letter, no matter what parent it came from. This Punnett square now has capital P, lowercase p in 2 boxes, and lowercase p in the other 2. The offspring will get one of these 4 options. It is 50% likely that the offspring will get tall or short alleles because tall and short are both 2/4 of the Punnett square. Now I will explain phenotype and genotype. Phenotype is an organism's physical appearance, and genotype is an organism's alleles. Let's say that the offspring got the alleles capital P, lowercase p. The phenotype for this organism would be tall, and its genotype would be capital P, lowercase p. Now, let's discuss homozygous and heterozygous. An organism that has 2 identical alleles for a trait is homozygous. This would mean a pea plant with a genotype of capital P, or lowercase p. An organism that has 2 different alleles for a trait is heterozygous. This means a pea plant with a genotype of capital P, lowercase p. As you can see, there are a lot of parts of genetics, which is why I'm so glad I devoted my life to watching peas grow so that I can study them and make sense of genetics. Now, let's get back to the eating.